Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video, we kind of look at the power supply circuit of our system. Hope you're doing well. So far so good. Today we're gonna be talking about power supply circuit of our SOC. You may or may not know an SOC can have hundreds or even thousands of pins, so it's not possible to put all the pins together on a single SOC components part. So we have to create different components part. Likewise, in today's videos, I'm gonna be about power supply part of our SOC and how they are connected with our power management IC. So let us go ahead and click on this H616 power supply circuit and see what we have in here. Okay, so this is my power supply circuit of our SOC and it's highlighting H616 power supply circuit. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit further. Okay, as you can see here, these bunch of pins are connected to our BDD CPU, and then down here we have this couple of pins connected with BDD CPU. Okay, let me mention this why it is. Okay, once this couple of pins get the desired voltage, this BDD CPU from the power management IC, the SOC will generate these signals, BDD CPU feedback, and this is connected with our feedback signal of our power management IC. Alright, so if you have forgotten about our power supply circuit, so please revisit the previous video because I'm not gonna recap this once again. Okay, and down here we have this bunch of pins which are tied to our CPU. This voltage is also coming all the way from my power management IC. Alright, and once these pins, okay, not only these pins, up here also this bunch of pins get the desired voltage, BDD CPU. The SOC is going to generate this BDD CPU feedback signal, and it is also connected with the feedback signal of our power management IC. So I highly recommend you to revisit the video if you have forgotten or if you haven't seen the previous video. Yeah, so please visit the video. Okay, the previous video, and then down here we have this fins, which is D10, and this is for powering up our various IOS pins. And then what we have here is couple of pins. As you can see here, these pins are nothing but ground pins, so they are connected to the ground as usual. Okay, on the left side of our SOC we have this bunch of pins. All right, you can notice, and they are all ground pins, so they're connected to the ground as usual. Okay, on the right corner of our SoC, we have a bunch of filter capacitor for our BDD CPU, and it is recommended to put is filter capacitor, small filter capacitor, pretty close to the pins of our SoC. Okay, so if the space is, if the space is pretty cramped, if you don't have enough space, you can also share a single capacitor with two pins or even more than that. In our case, as you can see here, these two pins are pretty close to it. So these two pins can share a single filter capacitor. In the worst case, even these two pins are pretty close to each other, and the space is pretty cramped in our system because it's a SOM board and it's a very the space is very constrained. So these two pins are sharing a single filter capacitor, and like this, three pins. All right. Okay, so the remaining these two bulk capacitors are for storing the energy. I mean, not only storing the energy, it also filter the some ripple factors of our power rows, and more specifically for storing the energy so that the power source uh, you know can be prevented from getting damaged. Okay, when bunch of pins consume the same voltage levels of power from the same source. Okay, all right, so this is it. And down here the same goes here also for BDD CPU, and this is for 3.3 volt for BCC IO. All right, again this is 100 nanofarad is connected pretty close to this pin, which is up here D10, And this block capacitor is nothing but for storing the energy as well as filtering some ripple factors of our power rails. Okay, so this is all about our power supply circuit of our SOC part. In our design you can have multiple parts for our same SOC, because you may or may not know an SOC can have hundreds or even thousands of pins. So it's not possible to put all the pins together on a single part of our SOC. So we're creating four different parts of a single SOC with a single footprint that we're going to be diving in our later videos. And in the later videos we're going to be talking about DDR3 memory interfaces with our SoC. So please stay tuned and hit the bell icon so you miss the next upcoming videos. Okay, and the next upcoming video will be pretty pretty important in your design journey, especially in high-speed DDR3 memory interfaces, where we're gonna be talking about different signaling pins for our DDR3 memory interfaces. Okay, thank you guys once again for sticking with me. Thank you. All right.